Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Radio W.O.R.K.S World. My name is Gill Barham, and today I'm having a light-hearted conversation. This is actually my second light-hearted conversation with the lovely Ben Chai. Hi, Ben. Now, Ben's in disguise this morning. I'm not quite sure why. What's going on this morning, Ben?
I'm a great Doctor Who fan. You know, people label me as the Doctor Who of business, and yes, he's become a woman.
Yes. Has this woman got pink hair?
No, it's the only wig I could find.
Okay.
Like, why did they do that? I can't become Doctor Who anymore because it's a woman.
Does that mean you're going to be wearing this wig for the next 4 years or whatever?
No, it means I have to go to the hospital or the doctors and get a, you know. But that's it. I'm the Doctor Who look at that. The Doctor Who theme tune when I do my own personal broadcasts. And now he's a her.
It's fine. It's all good. You'll be fine. I promise.
Yeah. Doctor Who World, they're up in arms about the whole thing, you know.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. There's some that have gone on protest. A lot of people have said Doctor Who. The BBC are trying to do a branding thing and finding a few people who think Doctor Who would be great as a lady. They're saying like there's a lot of girls who aspired to be Doctor Who, and now they can really aspire because now he's a she.
He's a she.
Yeah.
Well, hasn't it been rumored for months though?
No, well, not really. No, they thought this other guy. They kept it very huge secret. Now we know at Christmas he's going to become a she. I could become a she and love myself more, right? I don't know.
I didn't hear that. Your internet connection is not great, Ben. We heard that last week.
I've got
presumably
great internet today.
Have you? Oh, have you? We just dropped you there slightly. It might be. Well, it's not mine because I'm in a great place too. Anyway, so the next thing will be a lady James Bond, Jenny Bond.
Yeah. She actually looks quite cute.
Yeah, I think she does.
Did you see it? Did you see all the?
No, but I know of her. I've seen her in a couple of things that she's done. So.
I've never seen her at all, really, because I don't watch anything apart from Doctor Who. Well, and superhero. Should have brought a comic along.
We'll have to keep in touch, and we'll do stroking whilst you're watching Doctor Who. You never know, you might really enjoy it. Anyway, let's get on with our call. So Ben, let's go. So before I start my questions, I'd like you to tell everybody what you do, what you're passionate about, what your kind of passion and purpose is, please. I know you do lots of things.
So what do? I train, I coach, I teach in technology and in businesses. I have a media business. In fact, just launching a book, which will be launched at the end of this month. I have a property portfolio. Do a lot of property. Do a lot of stage speaking. So I was counting yesterday that I've just it's in the last 6 months been to 11 countries. So that's
wow.
I'm really happy just to be here at the moment. And
to be home.
Yes, to be home. Had a hospitality business. Had a tech business. Still working in the tech business. At Lanix in Isleworth. If anyone wants to come see me there, that's fine. Yes.
You are a true Renaissance man, Ben.
Oh, is that what we are? Renaissance man.
Yeah, Renaissance man. Yes, absolutely.
I feel I should wear a jacket, a James Bond jacket.
Yeah, well, you can switch your name from Doctor Who to Renaissance man.
All right then. Well, I can't be Doctor Who anymore. I can't be the Doctor Who.
No. Okay, well let's go with our call then. So
right.
now you won't remember this because you're probably a monkey. I interviewed Nigel Risner yesterday, who categorizes people into 4 categories, and the monkey brain, he talks about the monkey brain. Not quite sure which one you are, but we're going to start with our first question, which is that I'm going to put you into a nice hotel, and you're going for lunch in this nice hotel, and it's on the top floor. I'm going to put you in a lift. One other person gets in the lift with you. And as you go up to the top floor, the lift gets stuck, or elevator, gets stuck between floors 6 and 7. And you get a call to say, you're going to be in there for 2 or 3 hours, Ben, but don't worry because you've got windows, so you're not going to get claustrophobic. And the good news is that you've got one other person with you in the lift, and you get to choose who that person is. So who's the person that you would like to spend 2 or 3 hours with in a lift and ask all the questions that you've ever wanted to ask?
Huh. It's between floor 6 and 7, not 9 and 10.
It's between floor 6 and 7. Does that make a difference?
You know, now I remember the question. Yes. What did I say? What did I say last time? Is it the same
Doesn't
answer?
matter.
Yeah. No. I said I would just like to be with someone who likes me, likes cuddling, have a bit of. Yeah. You know, everybody says if they get stuck somewhere that they'd love to be with, I don't know, someone famous, Einstein, or somebody like that. I don't know. And I really, would you really want to do that? 2, 3 hours, you say you're not being claustrophobic or anything, I guess. Oh, look at that. That looked good. Yeah, something like that. Michelle Pfeiffer. That was a good thing. That went bright and then it didn't. That's really cool. So, hello. Oh. I don't believe it's my connection. I've got like one of the best connections.
We've both got a really good connection. It might be something to do with the platform today. Oh, the challenges of technology. We need Ben to sort it out with his technology company.
Oh, baby.
There we go. Are we back?
Oh, hello. What happened?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They
I was
probably
sitting
didn't want me
there
to
smiling.
say Michelle Pfeiffer, you know.
No.
Or maybe it's because Doctor Who's a woman now. Everything's been going wrong since we became a lady.
Okay, so we're imagining that we're in a lift with Michelle Pfeiffer, and I'd like you to tell us what meal you would share with Michelle Pfeiffer. So she's hungry.
Oh, no,
okay.
No, not that question.
Yeah, she's hungry, and so are you. So, what's your favourite food? What would you share with Michelle?
Okay, today I'm feeling like sushi, so probably sushi.
Sushi. Okay, I reckon she'd approve of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question, Ben, is around kind of your past and just looking at some of the things that you did growing up, really. So I'd like you to share with us, if you can, what you were doing at 18. Where were you living? What were you doing? What was happening for you at 18?
18. I was, so I'm in transition in 18. I'm finishing my GCSE levels, one of those, and going to university. So, yeah, so in the first half of my 18-year, no, I'm 18, I'm a June baby. So, okay, good. So yeah, no, I've just finished my A-levels, and the rugby team, I don't play rugby, but they've adopted me because I don't know why. And they said, would you like to come drinking with us? I say, sure. I've actually never drunk before. So, so we went to this restaurant, yes, and I really didn't have any money in those days. And they said, look, we're going to this Chinese restaurant. I said, I don't have any money. They said, do you have a pound? I said, yeah, I have a pound. Okay, there's no problem. So we go into the restaurant and we all buy a bowl of rice. In those days, you could buy a massive bowl of rice for a pound. And then they went around to all the people who were just about to leave, and they paid their bills and said, can we have your leftovers, please? So no, seriously, this happened. I started doing this. I was on the table. Anyway, we actually it was a really nice meal. We had all these leftovers with the rice, and of course afterwards we were asked never to come back again, but we weren't anyway. So I was very privileged. I went to public school, and yes, so that was what I did at 18, and then I went to university.
Where did you go to university?
I went to Holloway University. And,
in London?
In London, yes, in London. It's a great place. You should come to London. And my life took a very different turn at university.
And what did you study, Ben?
I studied how to leave the university the day I got in. I thought it was just a very superficial place, and with lots of people thinking, yes, we're the best and nobody else is better than us. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Anyway, so mathematics.
So did you finish your degree?
Just about. All my friends were thrown out because I really didn't do much work. So I nearly got thrown out. I think I was captain of the bridge team. I was on the chess team. I played. I was captain of the badminton team. It's just I was in charge of all the music for the students. I was a DJ. I did hospital radio while I was at university. So I would.
Oh, cool.
I did that for about 20 years. Trained some pretty famous people actually, who are on Radio 1 and Magic, in London, by the way. These are all London radio stations. And the BBC radio, just it was just not a place that I needed to get to work. I don't know how I survived it. I really don't. Very lucky.
And you mentioned music. What were you listening to at 18?
At 18, I was listening to Gary Newman, Cars.
Cars.
And I loved playing that. Yeah, that's the. Now, if you play it down a university corridor, which I would do, because the corridor is just a solid corridor, the sound would bounce right down the whole corridor, and it really, you know how that goes, and it sounds like you're in a corridor. Well, I literally like that. And at university, what else did we do? Yeah, we got told off by the person in charge of the university accommodation, because we would play tennis on the top, because I lived on the 4th floor, right? And we would be playing tennis there, and he and his wife lived below us on the 3rd floor, so we were playing tennis. And that was some crazy time. And those were different days, honestly. Yeah.
So what was happening by the time you were 35 then?
By the time I was 35, by the time I was 35, I fixed my life a little bit. So my intention, when I graduated, remember I didn't have a very good degree, so I graduated. I just about got a job. I was told by many people I wouldn't amount to anything. Anyway, so I slept on my friend's floor for a couple of years with 6 or 7 other people. and because I didn't have much money and I used to cycle to work and cycle back. It was about 12 miles there and back. I used to get pot noodle rage. Yes, because I used to have pot noodle. No, I seriously did. I used to buy porridge for lunch and have that for lunch, and what is it? Yeah, cornflakes for dinner. And if I had some money to buy some pot noodles, some of the people in the room might, because I'd buy in bulk, because that way you save money, right? So I'd buy lots of these pot noodles, and then yeah, they might steal one because they were hungry. So I would be super angry because that was all I could afford. So to me, that my I think in those days they were about 10p or something, and I would just.
But that was when you were younger. That was, you know, after university.
Yeah, so moving on to
35 then.
No, university. I ate very well because for a variety of reasons. But when I left, I didn't have much money. So because of that, I started studying a lot of people's work, like Brian Tracy. Here's Brian Tracy, The Luck Factor, it says. You probably see it in reverse. But
no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Wayne Dyer, a lot of that stuff. And I thought, you know, I'm going to be a millionaire by the age of 35. And I just studied a whole bunch of ways that I could be a millionaire. And so by 35, I was thinking, this is pretty good. I wonder what I should do now. Shall I retire? What should I do, really?
So did you have your property portfolio by then?
Did I have... I'm just trying to think when I was 35. No, I didn't have what I have today. I acquired the properties over time. So, so when I was trying to sort myself out, I looked at all the ways, because if you're retired, you still need to make some money, right? You can't just have a pot of money that's not going to bring any income. So I thought, how can I get passive income? And I just thought, I know. I can do it via property, so I'll start acquiring property. I can do it from writing, so I made a lot of money writing because I wrote these workbooks for
technical books, really
technical books, but they were training material as well. And every time they sold a training course, I would get royalties on what I'd written. There was a whole bunch of other things that I wasn't very good at, so I didn't put those. You know, like I think there's a big resurgence in network marketing, and in those things they were called pyramid selling and stuff. And I was really good at selling the products, but the people that you recruit, I got so concerned that they weren't as successful as me that I didn't want to recruit people afterwards, because I just felt that they had these kind of false hopes. They didn't realize they have to work, even though you're having to create your deadlines and all that kind of stuff. So they just thought, I just recruit 3 or 4 people and I'm going to be rich. And of course, everything
doesn't work like that.
No, that's right. So there's a whole bunch of these things. I worked on having a huge pension fund. I spoke to this finance guy. I said, how much do I need to contribute to be a millionaire by 35? Just a whole bunch of those things. So cool. The property portfolio came as a result. I coach and I do a lot of things for free for businesses. And they don't feel that they can take my services for free. So a few of them actually give me equity, and one of them gave me 5% and offered me an extra 5%. But anyway, they sold for 7 million, and so that allowed me to really propel my property portfolio forward.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would do. So what valuable thing about what you do now, Ben?
So what was what?
What's the most enjoyable thing that you do now? What do you get most out of now?
What do I get? There's so many things, you know. Travel was.
Is it the variety? Is it the variety that really makes you happy then?
So a lot of people in the entrepreneurial world, they're constantly preaching about having a job. I don't know why, because I actually like jobs, and I go to an office if I can. So what I do like, if it's possible, is just being with the same people a lot. But that's not always possible because of a number of reasons. I travel a lot, and that's very difficult. And also, you know, just to be like, I haven't been around for about 3 months. I love dance. I do a lot of dance, and have been in a performance group. And 2 years ago, I wanted to have a different stage to the stages I had, and so I made this intention to try and be on these world stages, and also get back to my acting days. So that's what I'm moving towards at the moment.
Yeah, how exciting is that?
I'm actually in a documentary in 3 weeks' time.
Yes, is that being screened on Channel 4?
On BBC One, yes.
It's BBC One, isn't it? Ooh,
yes.
BBC One, no less.
yeah. So I was told not to do this actually because it's all about landlords, and so I think they've already broadcast the first two, and I was told not to do it by every single property forum, because traditionally landlords are vilified, and you know, as to be greedy landlords who have kind of really horrible properties that they rent out to people. So I was told not to do it. Anyway, I've done it now, so we'll just see how it turns out. Look out for it, BBC.
I will look out for it in 2 weeks' time. What's it called?
It's called Landlords, so you can see the first few. You know, I've had a look at some of them, and all these people, they're driving these posh cars, and I've just got this beat up old Honda. I'm thinking, wow. Do you know, here's the funny thing. I remember I wanted to be a millionaire. I didn't get into property to be to make money from rent. The rent actually paid for the mortgage, and all the other things that you have to come, like certificates. And what I hope to do over time is acquire lots of properties, and then as they go up, and that's what I was buying for appreciation, then maybe sell one or two of them to pay for all the other ones, and then I would just have all these properties. Here's how naive I was. I thought I really thought that the monopoly was correct, and if I bought 4 houses in a row, I could knock them down and build a hotel. Yeah, so there you go. You can't do that, so don't try anybody.
And just to go back to 35, in a relationship when you children, what was happening from that perspective?
35. Yeah, wow. I was already divorced by 35. Actually, I was I was divorced. I was single dad, and
single dad by then. Yeah. And have you got 2 children?
I've got twins. One is in media, and he's helped me write this book because I actually coached him in media, and he's a better writer than I am. And my daughter, I coached in property, and she's a super investor. She sent me an email the other day. She said, "Dad, I owe you 500,000, and I'm going to pay you back." And I'm thinking, where did that come from? Because I never gave her any money for her property portfolio. I just taught her what I did and how to buy property without any money and all that kind of stuff. But apparently she felt, I said, "You don't owe me any money, sweetie. You can pay off all my mortgages. I don't mind, but that's like, I'm glad you accept it, but I won't."
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, it's the legacy that you've created for them, which is the most important thing. I've got some quick fire questions for you now. Are you ready?
Oh, good. Now your internet is coming in and out, so sometimes I can hear your question. I'm actually trying to read your lips half the time. Am I doing well? I always wanted to do these lip syncing songs. Yeah.
But anyway, let's go for it. So Ben, are you?
This isn't going to be very quick fire. Perhaps it's only going to be quick fire if I can hear you. If you are you a fast typer? Because if you're a fast typer, because I learned to touch type, because that was one of the ways I could earn money, was touch typing.
No, sorry.
Oh right, okay.
Not one of my.
Yeah. So yeah, because at the moment, like, I'm only hearing half of what you're saying. Shall I give you some quick fire answers?
No, just try and answer my question. No. So listen, TV. Actually, we've got these questions probably in our previous one, so we won't do the quick one. Let's do instead. Let's the scenario, because I can pick up your questions from our previous. So let's do our other scenario where I send you off on holiday. You're not going to work.
Yeah.
So all the flights and all the hotels for you.
Right.
Who would you take on lend a whole month a crossword?
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So many people. Actually, my good friend Rebecca Jackson. Do Google her. She's a race car driver.
Oh, cool.
And I've perhaps you'll meet her because actually she's quite interested in meeting all these global woman people. She has her own television series as well called on CBC. Actually, she's a race car driver, a bit like Penelope Pitstop, really. Seriously, and that attractive.
We're showing her.
There's her. There's my good friend Debs. She's now bought her property in Catalonia. Yeah, could do that. Tanner Shanmugam, he's a university friend. I slept on his floor actually for those 2 years. Really great guy.
Him, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Gilmore, he's the godfather for my children. Yeah, quite a few people. I'd want them all. They're all such great people. Yeah.
How lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you remember?
I think we'd be all right. Huh? I think
we'd be all right.
I don't think we'd argue.
No, I don't think we would.
Yeah.
And do you remember I asked you, because I'm putting a playlist together for this show, and I want you to choose a track that to make you feel light-hearted.
Yeah.
Just remind us of what you chose.
Yeah, there's a film series, not So You Can Dance, but anyway, it's something dance. Step Up. No. Yeah, anyway, it's number 2. It's called Cuba by the Gibson brothers, but it's not the Gibson brothers version. It's a very salsified, because I do salsa, mix of that song.
Yeah,
and I remember. Go on.
I remember you posted it, so we've got a link to it, haven't we?
Yeah, and I hadn't realised that, but a lot of people have done a whole bunches of performances to it. So that's yeah, I YouTubed it the other day. Yeah, I didn't think it was that popular. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, and this is the question that's to do with my passion, which is about your health and your heart, looking after your heart, on the basis that I wrote a book called The Heart of a Woman, How to Look After the Heart You Give to the World. So, Ben, would you share with us what you look after your physical heart, so your health, in other words, and also your spiritual and your emotional heart?
Oh, yeah. Physical heart. I eat a lot Don't ask me. I said, oh, I'm going to talk bullshit, really, because I have no clue what I'm doing about my physical heart. That's terrible. It's showing how ignorant I am. I
do
do
dance.
well, if that's good. Oh,
Yeah.
because so I used to dance 7 days a week, but because of all the hundreds of events that I've been attending, I don't actually have time to do that. If I can, I'll dance 2 or 3 times a week now. So you go to dance event, you just dance for 3 or 4 hours, really. Normally I'm late, so maybe 2 hours. That's I eat a lot of kale and spinach because I have a acidic bloodstream, and this alkalizes it, and it allows me to drink alcohol. That's not protecting my heart, but apparently it has some benefits. So that's my physical heart. You can given me a lot of protection from, if you like, a spiritual perspective. So there you go. That's my thing. Spiritual. What could one thing I tell people, share with people about your spiritual? Yes, that's it. If you give, yes, or if you want to. So a lot of people want love, and I'm seeing this more and more, that they've got a lot of money, but they're just desperately seeking for appreciation and love. And I think that if they want it, they just need to go and give it, and seriously give it to people without worrying about having their hearts broken or people betraying them. And of course those things will happen, but they'll find that overall, so you get some crappy things happen to you, but you'll actually get a lot more back in terms of that kind of love. So that's it. My spiritual, my physical, and my emotional. At this point, should I just dance and pretend that the thing is going? Yes, no, or should I just watch? Oh, we could dance out. Yes. Yes. Well.
Okay.
Oh, hello. You're back.
Am I back?
Did
I
you
heard a
hear
bit of
me?
that.
I saw the internet crash, but I carried on talking. I don't know whether
perfect.
it was.
Absolutely perfect. I'm very pleased with you. So I've to finish the call, Ben, I want you to tell us what's coming up for you in the next 6 months. So you talked about writing your book. What's it called?
So the book that's being published at the end of this month, so just in a week's time, is called Social Magnetism. It was about. It was originally called Networking for Those Who Hate Networking, but we saw somebody had written a book like that already, so
Okay.
it's been changed. It really is about how you can be successful in actually any area of your life by having great relationships. And I attend a lot of networking events. I think I may have met you at the Global Woman event, but there's a lot of other events that I attend, and people are so bad at it. I just watch them, and I don't think they realize that they're actually doing a lot of taking rather than giving.
Yeah.
And it's causing a disconnection long term with them and the people that they would like to network with, or they're not. Anyway, that's what that's about, and that's also helped me raise just under $1 million in angel funding for some of my projects, just by having that kind of network.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then you've got more trips abroad, more speaking coming up as well. Yes.
I'll be emceeing at one of the largest events that is non-public. It's a JT Fox event, so I'll be emceeing for a day there, or a few days. I don't really know, but I know I'm emceeing. And the lead singer of KISS will be there. He's there. We've got a number of celebrities, famous actors who I'll be on stage with. So I'm very pleased about that. Obviously the Landlords, my feature in the Landlords television series that's that's coming out soon, and hopefully I'll be able to release 3 more books by the end of the year. I've actually got 4 or 5 of these pre-written, but we just never had time. It's time. I'm supposed to be a time lord, and I never have the time to finish these. Anyway, so a lot of those are being completed.
Now that you're not going to be watching Doctor Who, you'll have much more time.
What do you mean then? Oh, you mean Doctor Who stopped for Christmas? Well, you see, I'm also a great superhero fan, so I have over 20,000 comic. We call them graphic novels these days. In my day, we called them comics. And so I watch a lot of the superhero stuff, which is the television. All the television series are back soon, September. Yeah.
Okay, Ben. So I've put your one of your websites up there, 5 years to financialfreedom.com. They can, if people want to get a hold of you, they can go through there, or your Facebook page is actually Pylon Chai, not Ben Chai.
Yes.
Pylon. So if anybody would like to connect with you, then they can find you there. Are you on LinkedIn as well?
Yes, I'm. So in Facebook, I'm Pylon Chaiz, Chaiz. Please do connect with me. And in LinkedIn, I've got my normal name, Ben Chai. Please do connect with me there.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. I've loved my slightly disjointed, light-hearted conversation with you this morning.
Yes,
goodness knows what that was about.
Different because I love to sleep, and I just woke up, actually set an alarm to wake up to talk to me.
Well, thank you for setting your alarm and waking up and talking to me. I'll see you real soon, hopefully. Thank you very much. And I've loved speaking to you this morning. Bye. Good vibes, good happy vibes.
Thank you.
And bye everybody that's watched us, and everybody that watches on the replay as well. We've just had a fantastic time. Thanks, Ben.
Bye, Jill.